Okay, everybody. So we are here today with my not only inspector, but Matt and I went to high school together. Matt, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Matt Bagby, the owner of Viking Inspections. As Allie stated, I've known her since Urbana High School in Frederick County, but we've been working together for probably about the last 5 years or so. We got kids the same age and have been in the business for quite some time now, close to a decade.
Yes, he's lovely. Okay, so let's talk about what are we doing for home inspections right now, because people want to know. Can you go, as the buyer, let's say I'm buying a house. Matt, tell me what the first step is. Obviously, we schedule our home inspection. Can I come in?
Whether I'm talking to the agent or the actual client, I sort of advise that best case scenario is that no one attends the inspection, or if they have to remain in their cars until the end of the inspection.
Pause. That means normally there is nothing that would ever happen where I would say, yeah, I'm not going to that inspection. That's just not a thing. But now it's like preferred and
Correct. Correct. It's not optimal, but I mean, this is just the measures we have to take to hopefully get this thing over with and back to normal day-to-day life. So yeah, if optimally no one attends the inspection, we go in, do our inspection. I'll go over the measures that we take while we're in the seller's home to help keep myself safe, clients safe, and respective families safe. So at the end of the inspection, I could set up a phone call, or we would meet outside the home, keeping safe distance, to discuss any essential or important things that I found during the inspection, or things that they might have concerns about. Otherwise, worst case scenario, I'm asking if people are not receptive to that only one person attend the inspection, maintain the 6 foot spacing, and not to touch any surfaces in the home. We're trying to be respectful to both our families, but as well as the families who are selling these houses.
Yeah, it's really hard, but I mean, if the protocol is that you have to maintain the 6 foot distance from Matt, and you have to not touch any surfaces, sometimes it's just easier to not go, because what do we do in inspections? They say, hey, come over here and look at this. And the first thing is to go over your shoulder and be like, oh, what is that? And that just can't even happen. So
correct.
If you're going to be showing people pictures anyway, why not just?
Yeah, that brings me to my report. I mean, in my report, and I know a lot of home inspectors, I have the ability to not only do pictures, but I can do videos, diagrams. I can do all sorts of things to make it interactive and to be really informational, to where they're really not going to have any questions. And if they do, they can discuss with me one-on-one over the phone.
Can you show us all your little gear back there?
Oh, yeah. So going into what I do, whether there's a client there or not, again, preferably not, I set up my mudroom in my personal residence to be like a contained area where I wash all my inspection clothes. I wear my uniform for one inspection only. So if I do 2 inspections during the day, I leave time in between where I can return home, change into a fresh pair of clothes. All clothes are washed again.
In the
What's
parking,
that?
I've seen you changing in the parking lot at different places.
Yeah.
So
I have done that before.
He's very familiar.
Keep it clean. So all clothes are worn for one inspection. They're all cleaned. We're doing Clorox, Lysol on shoes, even though I'm wearing boot covers inside the home, which you can see here. We'll wear on our boots, which probably most people have seen. I'm wearing, I've had people request coveralls, personal protective coveralls, which I have and I will do if requested. It was by a seller who we were entering the home, so that's fine. Latex gloves, of course, they only help so much. You still need to make sure that you're not touching things. You take them off after you use them. I sanitize anyways before I enter the homes and after I leave. Masks, okay, this is just a 3M respirator mask. All right, that's what I'll wear during the inspection. Again, hopefully no one's there, but if they are, we still maintain distance, but we have that for extra precautions. radon equipment. So oftentimes this will be left inside the home of the sellers for a 2-day minimum period. So we make sure that we're cleaning all surfaces, including equipment, with this after we touch them. Inspectors have to take panel covers off, touch plumbing pipes, check for leaks, stuff like that. So we do our best to clean up everything after.
So how many, have you done a couple inspections like this so far?
Yeah, I've really, since the first mandate 3 weeks ago up until now, it's been pretty much, besides the standards of operating, it's been business as usual.
And what's been the feedback from buyers? Are they
Not listening.
What do you mean? They
Yeah,
get
basically, I've had to, ask people to leave premises when I understand they want to show their family the homes. It's just not the time to do it. You already have a minimum one person there, and then potentially an agent and
we're only
buyers.
to have 3 people in the house maximum, like even on a showing. So yeah, inspection is not the day to show your family. Walkthrough, perfectly fine, like final walkthrough. But if it's like mom and dad and people who aren't key to the transaction, I'm sorry, they've got to go.
Yeah, stay at home.
Which is,
I mean, it benefits everybody.
Mom and dad are deal killers anyway. What have people been receptive to the, like, doing it all, like the people who have elected to stay home and not go at all? Have they gotten? Are they? I would be shocked if the results are similar. You know what I mean? Like if people
I don't see more concern than usual. Again, my reports are very detailed. A lot of home inspector reports are, but by having that phone call after the inspection, while everything's fresh in your mind, can really help put people at ease, and I think they feel comfortable. And then again, they have all the information. So once they read the entire report, if there's anything that they're looking at or reading that they don't understand, then we would set up another call after that just to
I'm always shocked, Matt, people can always call you whenever. They can call you 2 years later and be like, hey man, what if you were, but I'm just shocked that people don't take advantage of that. But this would definitely be the time to, if you got something swirling around in your head, call Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and oftentimes I'll take up to 200 photos in an inspection. It may only be 10 deficiencies in the home, but we're documenting things and remembering things about the house just so we can better advise clients if they do happen to call us at a later date. So yeah.
Okay. I guess we've always, Matt, the first time I say, oh, okay, well, let's set up a time with the inspector. They say, do I have to be there? Always. This is before COVID. Do I have to be there? And it's like, yes, of course. You want to be there for the inspection of your home. But do you think that when this goes back to normal, this will be a potentially viable practice to continue with in the future? Maybe we can go back to no sanitation, but I'm saying like a virtual, a call, that sort of.
I think it depends. It's a case-by-case basis. I mean, if you're working with a buyer that has owned multiple homes, who has been through the process, who might even be in a similar industry, it's going to be they're going to be more receptive. It's going to be a lot easier to communicate with them about things that you're finding and seeing in these homes. But for maybe a first-time home buyer who's never really maintained an asset before, it is still beneficial that they do come. But depending on how far ahead we get of this and things that we're finding out now, that will sort of dictate, I think, procedure going forward.
Okay. All right. Well, because have you seen all those like memes and stuff where it's like this meeting, now we get to see which meetings could have been emails, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering like, wow, do you think we could ever go back to this? And a part of me is like, yeah, you're right. People who have bought lots of homes before and they aren't too keen on going to the inspection in general, this could definitely be something viable. Like when you did the pre-inspection on my house, did I need to be there? Well, yes, I did. I wanted to. But technically, I wouldn't have to be there, right?
No, and you see my reports. You can enlarge the photos. You can. There's a 360 view. Again, diagrams, videos. So if you have any idea of what you're looking at, you're going to be able to tell pretty quickly exactly what we're referring to in the reports.
Okay, so next week, you and I are going to be doing an inspection this way, which it's not even going to be you and I. It's just going to be you and the client, really. And I'm just going to be like, hey guys, remember me?
Last that only one of the buyers attend.
Yes. I bet you they won't because they don't. I bet you they won't. They've bought a house before, and I don't think anyone's going to attend. Let's see. Do you have any closing thoughts? Anything that you want other people to know, or what you're doing that's different?
I would say respect the people who still own the home. Okay, respect the wishes of the inspector and everyone around you. Again, we're trying to keep not only ourselves safe, but our clients and respective families. Okay.
Yes.
So if someone's giving you advice to stay home or not attend, I would do so.
Yeah, we all have to be respectful of each other. And none of us want this. Like, I'm not like, oh, hooray, I don't have to, no, I don't want this. This is extremely uncomfortable for me, but we have to adapt. In order to keep moving. I could stay home and cry about it. And then I could,
I don't want to be doing this for the next 12 months. So I think the more strict we are about it, the quicker we can get back to normal.
I like that, Matt. All right. Well, thanks for talking to me today.
Yes, thank you.
And I'll see you next week. Okay?
Yeah, we'll talk.
All right. Bye.
Bye.